That's why they did the clappy thing.
I was in video production.
You look like a video production ass nigga. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. I don't know why I did that. Welcome to the... Yeah. So we two niggas with a podcast, and we...
and we're starting it right now. This is the first. Hey, welcome to the first episode
of We're Cousins.
We do shit.
This is Izzy.
That is my name.
And I'm Rock, the Outsider. You might have seen my other podcast. You probably didn't because like 12 people watched it. But you might have seen the clip on TikTok. Those were a little bit more popular. But yeah, this is.
See, this nigga don't know how to podcast, bro. He doing all the stereotypical podcast shit like welcome. Nah, nigga, jump into it, bro. Say it with your chest. We podcasting now. We potted. Yeah. Cause you don't need to know who the fuck you gonna find out who the fuck we are.
Yeah, you gonna learn who the fuck this is.
You gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today. That was aggressive.
I
saw the thing he read.
I was like, ooh, it shouldn't be read like that. I don't think it's supposed to be read like that.
Are we supposed to? Y'all don't know this, but it's like 1:30 in the morning. Just
we get this work in.
We getting this work in. Today was a day. I did a lot of stuff. This guy over here.
iCloud session. Why iCloud ain't restored, nigga?
Because I locked out of the because I disconnected from the internet.
See these MacBook ass niggas, bro.
I don't like it. They made me get it.
That's true.
Like I had a perfectly fine computer, and they're like, if you want to go to college, you need this computer that we said you need. And they say like, you know.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just a hater.
I know.
This is what happens when you're the younger cousin. Like it's just pent up angst.
Oh, wait till Danny gets here. That's funny to us. Nobody else knows why that's funny.
It's funny. It's really funny because we do it all the time. We're on the phone. But I love making that older mad because
funny. It's easy.
When you're the older one, when you're the younger one, you get it, and then when you're older than someone, finally you got to give it to them the way you got it. And that's honestly the mentality of like why so much shit's wrong in our country. Yeah, but it is, it's harmless. It's sibling rivalry.
It's cousinly rivalry.
I mean, Danny's neither of those things.
He's my cousin.
He's
family tree. So
what's crazy is like I feel like our family tree is not even that crazy compared to so many other niggas.
Well, yeah, because some niggas' family trees be like twisting and turning and inbred and stuff. Some people's family tree is just a twig. It just goes straight up. That's the original bloodline right there.
But like for real, like niggas used to have just so many kids. Like my dad's mother is like one of
the youngest of 16.
There we go. Damn near 20. First of all, how do you even have 16 kids?
Because women didn't have rights back then, so all they did was stay at home and cook and be a sex object for when the man got home from work. That's it.
No, that's true. And back then, like you needed them the workforce because I mean, like contextually, like my dad's already old, so like his mother, like even being one of 16, like they was growing up post or not even post Jim Crow, like in Jim Crow. So yeah, they was Jim Crow.
They was crowing like in the thick of it too. Like
yeah, it's sad. It's sad because a group of pros is called a murder, and they were definitely murdering the shit out of our people.
They was murdering this. Can I say that?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, we can't put it on TikTok, but like YouTube, I'm sure YouTube is on. There's plenty of murder mysteries and whatnot. But yeah, that's crazy though. Like 16 kids, bro. Like, imagine being pregnant 16 times.
She didn't know. Like, it was like one pregnancy, pretty much. Like, she just gave birth and then was like, all right, pregnant again. And like,
that's crazy.
That's
though.
crazy.
That's like
16
that's what is that? 32 to 48. Just if I'm just picking a random number.
I don't know what numbers. You just started saying numbers.
I'm just any numbers where I'm just trying to do math. Like whatever 16 is, that's like 20 to 36.
What? 16 and 16. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm just saying, like conceptually, like imagine being pregnant or giving birth consistently from the age of 20 to the age of 36.
Oh, I get
Like,
you.
that's-
No, it was
insane.
probably more like 15.
It was probably spread over 20 years, I guess.
No, it was her first one was probably 50. We got to do some family. Remember that lady that's supposed to be writing a book about our family? But
I was gonna be mean and be like, niggas don't be doing shit, but then like, on the off chances she sees us, I ain't trying to get written out of the family history. Like that's but
yeah,
like thank you to that lady.
But if you think about how big our family is, because if she was your grandmother was the youngest of 16 kids, that means all of them, even by the time she was born, she was probably already born an aunt.
I mean, especially back then, having a kid at 16 is a lot
more common because.
So yeah, that.
But then, like all of their kids and grandkids and great grandkids, we got a lot of cousins. Like listen.
But I feel like that's also typical for like one, niggas in the South, and then two, like niggas in Ohio. I mean, I don't know the geography of niggas everywhere, obviously, but I know that niggas in Ohio obviously lived very similar to our grandparents making and stuff when they were. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when they left the South, that's where they went. They enslaved for free. They're like, all right, we're going up north, and they went to Ohio.
And had a bunch of kids and
a farm.
Apparently,
a bunch of kids and a farm. Is that a movie?
Lifetime presents. I wish I knew white actors. I don't like. I think there was.
I think there was so Lifetime actor. I know Billy A. Fox does Lifetime movies. Like
I would love to give examples, but I do not know white actors to say.
Hillary Duff. She was in a Lifetime movie.
Don't even bring up Hillary Duff. Cause I'm trying to not be objectificatory, but
that was Lizzie McGuire, dude. That was like one of the earliest crushes that I can remember. The earliest crush I for sure 100% remember was Brandy. And when I was a kid, you couldn't tell me that Brandy and Moesha were not two different people. No, because hear me out. Because there was an episode of Moesha where she met Brandon. And therefore it was confirmed to me as a child that they are two different people.
That was fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie because I was very confused watching what was it, the one with Lindsay Lohan?
Parent Trap?
I was definitely just like,
what happened to her sister? I was like, why would she never get in more movies?
I was like, I feel like if Lindsay Lohan had a sister, or even if there was a girl that looked like Lindsay Lohan, we would know about her.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I was always waiting for the reveal. I think sometimes you wait for answers, you kind of just learn them passively. Because like one day I just knew, obviously, because of how cameras in Hollywood and film works, you just figure it out. I was like, oh damn, like I was definitely questioning for a bit.
Yeah, it's funny.
You said okay, first crush. Could be wrong. But I feel like it was Topanga Lawrence, and I feel like a lot of people will say that.
That was the typical first crush. I'm not gonna, for people our age, a little bit older than this, that was like.
And like now that I think about it, I date Topangas, like not necessarily like white weird girls, but just weird girls in general. Like
I was about to say, because your last girlfriend was like the opposite of Topanga almost.
Not really. She wasn't white, but she was an artsy type of weird person. You know what I mean? Like when in the earlier days of the show, she was a lot more weird, and then like they tried to make her sexy.
Do you remember when it was Good Morning Miss Bliss? I would say remember because we weren't really there. Like, okay, so it started out as a show on Disney Channel called Good Morning Miss Bliss, and like, oh, I'm thinking about Saved by the Bell. Never mind.
See, this nigga, bro.
I'm going all in depth. So Saved by the Bell, though.
Nah, nigga, fuck Saved by the Bell. I never watched Saved by the Bell. I mean,
I like Saved.
It would be around. It would be on. It would be around, but like, I was never invested. It was just like, okay, I understood it from a pop culture sense, like, oh, this is that show. But like, nah.
I feel like Saved by the Bell was just always on, like, just my whole life growing up. And then I remember definitely around middle school, it used to come on every morning before the bus would come. So like I would just watch that.
I was just thinking about how buses aren't everywhere.
Oh yeah, because yeah. So growing up, going to school in California, we take the bus. Like we walk to school, got dropped off. Like
That's crazy. I was just thinking about how privileged that is because I was just like, oh yeah, like we didn't have the bus. Well, no, in high school we didn't have the bus. Like you just got dropped off or you walked or whatever.
or you were that one kid who had a car in high school.
Oh, there was lots of kids in cars in high school.
Not me.
Well, yeah.
I mean, not you either.
Yeah, no, we're black. Nigga, the fuck? My high school was Asian, or like 80% Asian, like, and in a like affluent-ish enough neighborhood. Like niggas had money. Like there was this one chick who had a Porsche at the school, and it really felt like that high school movie where like you walk in and then it's just high school and it's just like all adult-ish type people, just like what the fuck world am I in? I'm like, yeah, she really just had a Porsche, but also like niggas have money to give their 17-year-old daughter a Porsche, so I guess like I don't live. Hey, shit.
My school was kind of mixed, honestly. I went to school in Gwinnett, so it's like one of the most diverse places in the world, you know. So the school literally had every type of race, ethnicity, and type of person that you could think of at my high school. You can look this up.
No, like
Right.
I understand.
Look it up,
I
bro.
understand. I've seen it looked up, but like, what's the research going into that? Because like, how you claim that the world? How you claim the most diverse place in the world, nigga?
Ninth most diverse place in the world.
Okay, because the world is the world, nigga.
I understand.
And I just feel like the most diverse place is not going to be
in
a random city in Georgia.
It's not a random city. It's one of the best. Why wouldn't it be in America? You got to think that we are one of the most diverse countries in the world.
I mean, I guess it really depends on what you mean by the word diverse. Like, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
What's called a diversity index. Okay, so the diversity index in Gwinnett County is 78%. So what that means is if you take two random people that live in that county, there's a 78% chance that they are a different race.
All right, well, I'll take it. Like, I'm not like anti-science. I'm just saying if you're going off of just like the sound of it, like I said, like it just don't seem like that's what you like. Just a random spot in Georgia, just like it's the most diverse here, especially because white folks don't like niggas and other brown folks, so it's just crazy that the most diverse places down here were like they don't want us here at all.
Why would you think that they don't want us here? It's changing, dude. Like Atlanta, Metro Atlanta area is definitely everybody's here now. Like this is one of the fastest growing areas.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying like don't mean white people ain't racist still. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that some people aren't racist. That there are definitely racist people out there, for sure. But like, I don't know, like the whole state isn't racist. Like it's just not our fucking government is racist. That's here to there.
But I mean, I think that just speaks to my
your biases for living in California your whole life.
No, my natural distrust of white people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I feel like as a black person, you have to have a general distrust of white people.
I have a general distrust of all people.
Same, but also that's because when you grow up in a neighborhood where niggas be shooting, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you do get that general distrust of everybody.
Like, when we didn't live in the projects, but we lived project adjacent.
Like we can see them shits.
Like, they right there. Like the people like where we live and the projects is at, we go to the same store. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hold on. This is funny because obviously this is only gonna be this is an us thing. Remember when we was playing T-ball, right? At fucking Jackie Robinson Park.
Yeah.
Now, if niggas know, niggas know.
If you know,
you know. When we were playing T-ball at Jackie Robinson Park type shit, and the coach of the Reds he was like a younger dude. He was always tatted, and we just assumed he was gangbanging, and like just. And also, we couldn't have been more. We couldn't have been older than 7 type shit.
Yes,
like somewhere between 5 and 7 type shit playing T-ball. Just like the rumor that we created, like not us, but just the general rumor was like they would get preferential treatment because that nigga was a gangbanger and people were afraid of him. Like, anytime they would get a call, I was kind of so like, man, that nigga's cheating, bro. I don't want to call that shit because that nigga gangbanger, everybody afraid. And like, now as an adult, that shit don't make no sense.
But it might, though.
I mean, there's a slight chance, but like, also, like, all the coaches are grown ass men too. Like, what are you gonna do, bro? You gonna shoot a nigga over, man? Like, you gonna call a nigga like, hey, blood. Let's get this fucking one pass. Hey, you wasn't out, blood. You called her out, blood. We need that extra point, nigga. Run that point. It's like, no.
But no, I'm not gonna lie though. All of the other niggas that are our age that was on the T-ball team with us, how many of them do you think ended up gang members?
I would say a healthy percentage.
Yeah.
just based off of how that neighborhood worked.
Yeah, that's
you kind of grow into it. Like that sounds so crazy, but like it's the nigga bar mitzvah, bro. You talking about the team during the game, bro. Oh, that's just so real, my nigga.
You pick a flag.
Plays the college draft. He's just like, he's the fastest now. He has the red flag and the blue flag, and he's just like, naive. Pasadena, California. Prince. And the second time of my wings. Izzy somehow chooses the Crips. That's insane. He lives in the blood neighborhood. This is an insane decision. Like, when you have the parents, crying. He was like, my son's supposed to be a blood. We don't want to do this to us. So, like, the Crips were offering me more money. The contract was there.
The contract.
So, oh my god! Yeah, announcers, and it's like, is he going to sign the contract or the bond tract? They're just on the table. One just has a big.
One says contract. The C contract in big red letters. Put the B on it. Why? How do they only change the C if it's at the beginning of the word?
And I feel like that's just the most. It's the easiest. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be real extra. You like to take all the letters C out your whole vocabulary and replace it with B's in like every word ever. Like,
hey, bro, pass the broccoli. I'll be some croutons.
Some croutons.
Oh. That means are ballad dressing.
That bees are ballad dressing and Bocklet bit boogies.
Bocklet bit boogies will forever be one of my favorite sayings, bro. Like, it's crazy how random niggas on the internet just will say the funniest shit. Like, whether they're actual content creators and like continue to do shit and like rack up that comedy, or if it's just like a one-time viral thing. It's like, nigga, I'm gonna remember you forever. That's
No, some of the best one-liners are always in the comment section. Because there was this video of this girl. She was like, tell me why I made this dude's house and this is what his bathroom looks like. And she shows the bathroom. And it's blue flags everywhere. The towels, the shower curtain, the rug is all blue flags, right? And somebody in the comment section said, oh, girl, he got that from Kathy Keon. Never laughed so hard at written words before. Like, that's crazy.
No, for real. Like, I don't know. Like, if you were a Tumblr kid, like, you understand. Like, that's where the real niggas went. Like, the literary, smart, like, not necessarily nerdy, but nerd. Like, Tumblr was just like, it was the perfect ecosystem for just internet humor at that time.
Yeah.
Like, no, it wasn't necessarily it kind of was pre-Twitter. It was kind of pre-Twitter, but kind of like Twitter adjacent. But the way, like, read blogs would happen, and like people would just add on to the joke, and the joke would change over time.
It's like that on Reddit too. Reddit is just like
kind of, yeah, but
yeah.
Oh damn! I need to get back on Tumblr. Tumblr hasn't died, contrary to popular belief. Tumblr's still Tumblring, and it's just as great as it ever was. And I think what's cool is like no one's on it except like the Tumblr people. So it's actually I don't want to say the ecosystem's been preserved because obviously after the Exodus, it was never the same. But it's cool. It's kind of like a post-pandemic, the nature's returning type thing.
Every time I hear the word Tumblr, I think of that Tyler the Creator and Haji Beat song Sandwiches. There's the line that Haji says 666 is my number. You can get it about my Tumblr. And I don't know. Every time I hear that word, that song comes to mind. That's still one of the greatest rap songs ever. I don't care what anybody says. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. I can't play it now because
I put my headphones in.
You heard it before.
No, I've clearly heard it before, but yeah,
it's off of Goblin. It's the one that they did on Saturday Night Live. First time he performed. Yeah.
Our Future was that shit.
Our Future was that.
Bro,
shit.
oh my god. I remember sometimes kids are stupid. I'm just remembering this. I remember, oh my god, that's crazy. I'm not going to say her name, but she just popped up in my People You May Know, and I forgot I had a crush on her. Like, I just remember her being like, I just always remember being tight with her. And I was like, oh shit, that's so and so. Like, we were so tight. Like, I was fucked with them. Da, 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 da. And like, this story's making me remember like our interactions and shit. But yeah, I hella had a crush on her. And she came in, I was working at Zoomies, and she came in, and like, we just had like an aux cable. We can plug in everything. You just have to be like smart about what you plugged in type shit. And like, my manager is like talking to a customer type shit. Like, the story. And ooh,
oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, old girl comes through the door, and I was just like, oh my god, like, that's bad. Like, you know, like when you, that stupid high school infatuation you get. And I was like, she like Tyler the Creator. I'm gonna play Tyler the Creator because, like, you know, I'm.
Listen, because this was Goblin era, right?
Yes.
That you play any song off of that album.
I swear to God,
on any type of speaker.
I swear to God, like, I probably it might have been Yonkers. Like, it was
Yonkers was maybe the tamest song.
No, it could have been Goblin though. Like, it was a Tyler the Creator song where he was cussing and saying vulgar shit, because I remember it wasn't like the edited version, and when you hear curse words and vulgarity, the type that Tyler the Creator has, over a loudspeaker in a store while your manager is talking to a customer, like, the guy kind of looked up and perked up, and my manager perked up and just looked at me, and he's like, the look said, what the fuck are you doing right now? Like, that's how I know it was bad, because he was like, bro, I'm like, bro, turn this the fuck off right now. And I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have played this song specifically. Like,
I don't think there's the only song on that album that you could play would be Tromcat. And that one doesn't have any words.
Oh my god. And like, she didn't care, and that was another part. Like, she was just there to shop and say hi to me.
She wasn't even phased.
Like, I knew that I did
lame nigga shit. Trying to be like a fucking Disney Channel.
Trying to impress the hoes. Like, oh my god. I just mean, like, at the time, like, you know, like, proverbially, not like
the proverbial hoes.
Like, just like you would scare the proverbial hoes, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like,
we know it. Never mind.
What, we know hoes?
Oh, I was gonna say we know a hoe scarer.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know who you're talking about. That's wild.
No.
Not we know a host scarer. Yeah. Not a habitual host scarer.
Habitual host scarer. You should put that on the shirt. Don't scare the hoes. You think that's so?
I don't know. I feel like it needs a little je ne sais quoi. There's something there.
I said what? You remember the two white dudes that used to sit in the car and eat Sonic on TV?
Wait, what?
It used to be two white dudes.
No, I do. Like, that was the whole commercial. Like, yeah.
But it was like a whole series of commercials.
Yes.
They were Flow before Flow was Flow, and somehow they got canceled. I don't know what happened.
Wait, like, they got canceled, or
they just kind of got just phased out and then replaced by different people of different diversities because they was probably like, how come only white men is eating that Sonic, you know? And so now, well, I don't know now because I don't watch TV, so I don't watch commercials. But
bro, fuck commercials. Sorry, like not to come into super hot, but fuck commercials.
No.
Well, not even commercials. No, advertisements.
No. Damn, trying to get us episode.
Especially our advertisers. We love our advertisers and all of our future advertisers. No, but I was watching like Hulu without like the premium or whatever, and then I saw like
because you're poor.
Yep. And I saw like a pro-Israel ad, and I was like, "Oh shit!" The propaganda be propagandaing, and it's like when you don't pay for ads and you don't see them shit, you don't realize like how much exposure other people are getting, and then you realize why people are so like misinformed on certain shit. It's just like, oh, like you're being constantly fed propaganda and advertisements and like other people's thoughts. You know what I mean? At like such a high rate and high volume, and obviously everything's localized. So wherever you are, you're going to be a victim of that media, regardless of what your belief is or whatever. But yeah, it's just crazy because when you don't pay for ads, you don't see that, and it's like you forget that like there's a whole half of the world that
probably more than half.
Yeah, but I just mean like in the sense like there's an other side, like you forget the other side exists. Like,
yeah. I'm glad that you were able to recover from that because.
I feel like it's, I feel like you gotta say free Palestine. It's obligatory, until it's backwards. Free Congo. Free anywhere where niggas is being marginalized.
Yeah. Free my cousin Raekwon.
That's crazy.
Free Thug.
Free Thug. Don't make me walk back that statement, but free Thug. I'll stand by that as long as, it's okay to stand by that, and if I get proven that I can't stand by that, you will see it in a future episode. I will say that I no longer I renounce Thug and his actions.
Bro, the YSL trial is bananas. Like we are living in reality TV. Like there's no like that. How is that? Somebody's writer's room is like taking notes of what's going. What? Law and Order. Matter of fact, next year on Law and Order, there's going to be some rapper on trial, and it's going to look. Watch, I'm telling you.
That's hilarious,
you, bro.
Not the Law and Order Rico.
Because Law and Order, they be taking stuff from real life, and then like it'll be an event that happens in real life, and then the following season on Law and Order is something that's real close. Like that was kind of.
I see you, Dick Wolf. I'm watching you.
Yeah. The whole.
Probably is he not still executive? Does it not still say executive producer Dick Wolf at the end of them shits?
Listen, I have not watched Law and Order. I haven't watched TV in so long. Oh no.
Okay. I feel you know.
Oh no, and nobody is immortal. We are all subject to die one day.
Damn.
What?
This nigga is 77 years old, so
that's not even that old no more.
But like they can still die, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like after 50, just death is normal. You know what I'm saying? Like natural causes type shit.
Unless you're a black man and then it's before 21.
Damn, wow.
I had to go there. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Are we that kind of podcast?
I don't know what that is. We haven't been defined. Like, we're just here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say that he has died.
Okay, well then cool. He's still alive.
Shout out to
Dick Wolf. I didn't know what he looks like. Yeah, he kind of looks like Robin Williams' cousin.
That's interesting.
He looks like
Robin Williams was one of those people I didn't appreciate until after he died.
Bro,
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be real.
I'm gonna tell you this. One of my favorite movies of all time is a Robin Williams movie. And when I ask people if they've seen this movie, they always say no. But this movie was called August Rush. And it's got Freddie Highmore in it as the main character. And he plays this kid who can like see music in some kind of weird way. Freddie Highmore is the little boy that was in the remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and he's in the Good Doctor or something.
Oh, that! Wait, that's the same person?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, people grow up and they get older. That's crazy, right? So, but yeah, so he plays this.
You said Red Rush, Sugar
August
Rush,
Rush.
Okay.
And
September Rush.
Yeah. And so he plays this little boy that can like hear music or whatever, and like his parents were.
He can hear music. No. What's the ableist that movie are you talking? Oh wow, this nigga, yo, it's so special that this nigga can hear with his ears, bro. Damn.
Like he can see music and like he hears music and like he hears music in the wind and then like paper rustling down the street. Like he hears music and everything, and like he starts writing music. But like he was raised in an orphanage and he tries to find his parents.
Mm-hmm.
But Robin Williams plays this crazy dude who has like a troupe of runaway kids, but all of these kids are like musically talented. You know what I'm saying? And he has them going to play like in Washington Square Park and getting money and all that. And like he's taking the money from these kids.
I was just about to say, so we're taking advantage of these kids.
Yeah, but like when I tell you, everybody's used to like nice, happy Robin Williams. This is a whole different like. Man, great movie.
This nigga offending autistic kids. Like,
they're not autistic. They're regular kids. They just like they play instruments, or they like they're dancers.
They're kids that they're really naturally talented kids,
and they ran away from home.
Who are hyper fixated and didn't fit in their houses because they were different. Yes.
All right, you got me there.
Not the fucking pipe. Oh, the fucking neurodivergent, bro. This fucking some of me little special kids.
Listen.
Like, that sounds like a fucked up fucking, what is it, School of Rock? School of Rock, man. Let me take advantage of these little kids.
And like, you know, all right, it's crazy because that was like one of Terrence Howard's first movies, I think. He was in that. Yeah, it had Kerry Washington. It had a good cast of people. Right. There's this. All right, so the main character, he becomes friends with this other kid, this little black kid who plays guitar and sings. All right, so he grows up. His name was Leon. I don't know his last name. Leon something, but it wasn't just Leon. That's a different guy. He was the Cool Runnings. But this Leon kid, he grows up. He wrote that song, that SZA song, Snooze. That's actually also him singing in the song. Are you whispering?
It was just like it was. I was conveying like it was. You got. I was like, damn,
Yeah, I don't know why I'd be knowing shit.
No, I fuck with Susan. I fuck with Smiths. I fuck with Smiths. That's hard. I fuck with Smiths. Oh,
and RZA and GZA. I wonder if there's any. Is there anyone else? Oh, and Smoke Dizza. What other letters could you use with that? I want to be Yizza. YZA.
I'll probably Kanye would see you.
For being Yizza? YZA?
He'd be like, it's too close to Yeezy. He would come after you. Kanye's like that.
Be a good reason to do it, just to get the publicity.
Tizza. That one don't hit.
No, that one don't hit.
That's dirty. Bizza.
Mm-hmm. It would have to. I feel like that would have to be a girl. Yeah. I don't know why.
No, where got Dizza. Izza don't hit like that. Fizza.
Are you really about to go through the whole alphabet?
Obviously, just exists. Hizza.
So you're gonna go through the whole alphabet, okay?
Izza again, unless E is Izza, maybe okay.
You mean I?
No, I'm saying if E is because but they could both.
And then I is I get you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm because I don't know what comes on. It's J, right? Okay. But there's no again. Mac is like, that don't happen with numbers, but that happens with the alphabet. Like, if someone says, yo, what comes after 4, you're going to say 5. If someone says, what comes after P, that was easy. But some of them are that.
All right, what comes after L?
M.
Okay, what comes after K?
Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't even just doing that to prove a point. My mind really went blank, and that's the point that I'm trying to prove. I gotta go HIJKL. Oh, L, boom. See, I gotta do the thing. That's why I feel like the alphabet. I feel like say T. Yeah.
All right.
I just feel like that's when they say, "Oh, say the alphabet backwards for the sobriety test." Like, nigga, I can barely say the alphabet forward. Like, wow. If you quiz me on the alphabet, bro, like you gonna stump me. Like my brain don't work that.
That's crazy.
I mean, I have to sing the song. Like, it's not like I can just run it. Like, I go. Here's your answer.
Did you know that they changed the alphabet song?
I heard that they did.
They changed it. We used to
think it sounds. I think I heard it.
Yeah. Because we used to go LMNOP.
Yes.
I think they say LMNOPQ.
Yeah, and why would you do that?
Because people were like, they were thinking like it was one like LMNO. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's one. Who? This was
a whole generation. It wasn't. When did y'all niggas start not understanding?
I don't know. But I want to know who alphabetized the alphabet.
Frank Roger Rabbit. I was late on that. Who alphabetized the alphabet?
Yeah, why isn't D first?
Well, it's because our alphabet is based off of other languages' alphabets.
Who alphabetized those?
Alphabet? Yeah, like
no matter what language the alphabet's in, who put that bitch in order? Like, why is Alpha first and Omega last? Why isn't like Epsilon first? I feel like Epsilon is second
like,
as far as
the thing is, I think
those are numbers.
Wait, Epsilon?
Those are letters. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I only know all that shit because of fucking Red versus.
I took physics.
I was not good in sciences. I failed biology. Shout out to all my science teachers. We really had beef because I would just fall asleep in their classes because it just wasn't hitting.
Yeah, I took AP biology my senior year, and like I got senioritis so bad, and I'm like, why the fuck am I in AP biology? I'm not gonna be a fucking biologist.
Yeah, I feel like it's because you want to do they tell you to do all that shit so it looks good on fucking your applications and your GPA. You know what I mean? Like they just feed you into that thing, and I mean like it does look good, but like only if that's what rock and roll. Like I failed biology twice.
You failed biology twice?
Maybe just once. But then to get my science credits, I had to take biophys, which was a physical science instead, and that was like super easy. And something about that really made me feel dumb because like you know when you have dumb friends. And, like, I was never in the classes with my dumb friends. Like, I was in the classes with my smart friends and, like, you know, my good home friends. Like, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's tiers of people in high school. And
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know who's who. And, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, it was my first time in class with all my dumb friends. And I was just like, ooh.
Oh, this nigga. Dumb.
I don't like how this feels because you know I was always in gate and like higher up classes or at least just in regular classes. You know what I mean? And it was just like, oh no, this is the classes for like the niggas that they're just trying to get through high school. Like this is a step above fill out a packet and turn it in as homework. You know what I mean? Like
I'm not gonna lie. Remember when they used to give us all your homework on Monday for the whole week? This is like elementary school.
Yeah.
So they would give you your homework on Monday. I would just do it all.
That was honestly the better system. And then when I failed, well, like I didn't have enough credits to graduate, so I didn't walk. But like, I obviously got my diploma, so I just had like 2 classes to make it. Whatever.
Oh, that's where the disappointment started.
No. So much further. Wait. No, that's why I failed because the disappointment was already instilled, and then I just met the expectations.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's what it was. They were just like, yo, fill out these packets and then turn it in, and then if they're right, we'll give you credit for your class. And I was like, bro, I could just not did high school. If this was a fucking option, because like that was only the option for people who got kicked out of school type shit and were like behaviorally like challenged and like constantly getting into fights and getting kicked out. They would go to like opportunity or whatever and then do school that way. And like some of those niggas were smart because they were just like, yo, this is easier than regular school, and like I can just be gone for most of the day. If I've done that after the fact, oh shit, yeah, I respect that. Like, definitely should have done that. Wish I did that.
I like looking back on it, because like when you're in high school, you think like this shit is so important. Like this is just I'm prepared. This is preparing me for life. And then you get out into life, and you're like, oh, that shit. What the fuck is this?
Well, no, it's preparing. It's not preparing you for life. You think it is, but it's not. It's preparing you for college.
If you go to college,
if you go to college, it's very useful because I noticed that my friends that did go to college are a lot more studious, and have certain skills that I don't have, and I think those are skills that you acquire when you're in college, and you just do those extra 4 years or however many years in that kind of realm of like learning, because like learning is dope. You know what I mean? The school system obviously has its flaws, but at the end of the day, learning is dope and it's good for you. And I feel like when you don't go the traditional route, you kind of feel anti-learning, and you have to find ways to, you know what I mean? Like if you go to a trade school, like you just learn the trade and then you do the trade, but like there's no external higher learning type thing. So even, if you're an entrepreneur or whatever, if you're a nail tech, if you go, you don't keep doing that extended learning period. And I think it's kind of crucial for most people, especially like when you get out of like when you're high school age, bro, you don't know shit. Like those extra 4 years, between like 18 and 22, and then if you go to get more, potentially 25, like you actually learn how to be an adult and a studious one and an intellectual one versus just like kind of just raw dogging life right at 18 and then just kind of letting the wind fucking take you, because there's plenty of niggas I know that are just like living life. Like, congratulations, they got a job, got a family, or whatever. But like, you're I don't want to call niggas dumb. You know what I mean? But like, you haven't grown intellectually. You've grown as a person, but you haven't grown intellectually.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Still, and then a lot of times, if you don't practice the stuff that you do know or that you have already learned, then you forget it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that went to high school, got a job straight out of high school, and then just stayed with that job or stayed in that same field, and just do the same thing every day, just at a different job or whatever. And they don't really know, like a lot of the stuff, even though there's so much stuff in high school that we learned that was not necessary, because when's the last time you diagrammed a sentence or graphed a parabola, unless you're going into even, I don't know, because I write a lot and I didn't diagram sentences in high school either. But where am I going with this?
I don't know. You were on your own path, buddy. That's I can't.
Yeah. Oh, if you don't practice this stuff, then it's almost like you never learned it.
Yeah, no, I forgot Arabic. I mean, granted, my Arabic was never that good to begin with, but I was a conversational, but I knew more Arabic than I do now. So.
Same.
What's crazy is I saw one of my old homegirls from that elementary school at a fucking desert party.
Oh, I remember you telling me this.
It was so insane, bro. I just remember crying. We literally just cried in each other's arms.
That's
like, it was just like, literally, what the fuck are you doing here? Because we grew up Muslim and went to a private Muslim school, and now we are at a desert party, probably getting high. I don't know, but niggas is getting high around us for sure. Like,
and she was there, and her ankles were exposed.
Ankles mad exposed. Ain't got no hijab on. Like,
Oh, you saw her hair?
I saw her hair.
You saw her? Did you avert your eyes?
No.
Oh.
We all sinning, bro. We all sinning. We just.
Stuff a lot.
Yeah, we just 30 and sinning, bro. We just old niggas now. But yeah, I just remember seeing her, and we were both like, obviously, what the fuck are you doing here? And then we started talking and started crying because, like, what? And yeah, honestly, shout out to all the Muslim or ex-Muslim niggas that are out here partying. Because, yeah, reclaim your shit. Fuck your strict-ass parenting, your strict-ass religion. Well, not fuck the religion. Religion stuff, actually.
It's really like, of all the religions, I'm not going to lie, that is the one that, if I was a religious person, But just growing up in our family, with half our family being Muslim, half our family being Christian, that shit was confusing as fuck, dude. Because, like, the aunties, they'd be like, why aren't you living up to your Muslim name? What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, we would go to our family picnic, and it was kind of weird. Like when we were kids, because we didn't really like pay attention to it because we were kids, so we're running back and forth. But like getting older, you think about like all the Muslim families over here and all the Christian families over here, and like.
But that was really because you can't. It was really because of the food restrictions. It was just like we don't eat pork over there. Like we don't eat pork, so like we have to cook our own shit because like niggas, pork be in the beans, pork be in a bunch of different shit. Like, if you got greens, sometimes pork be in the greens. Sometimes pork be in the beans.
No, because there were some of our Christian family that was like a little bit,
and they got ribs, so it's like pork ribs. You know what I mean? So there's so many variations of pork. So like all the Muslims were just kicked on that side because like. We knew that we could eat. Like, obviously, Uncle Ronnie would cook both, but, like, my dad, your grandmother, Tahira, like, all of those people, like, they would all be just cooking, they would just cook, like, the food that we knew we could eat. And also, the family picnic was never really just the family.
No, there were so many people that was related to us, bro. No, that's just so-and-so's best friend. And then like that's so and so's ex-wife, but his current wife is here too. And like what kind of? But the ex-wife's new husband and their kids, their family, like our families, we're accepting. Like once you family, you family. We don't care that y'all got divorced. Girl, get over here and eat some ribs, or not ribs. Get over here and eat some rolls.
Oh damn! There's so many directions we could go with that, but like, I'm trying to continue the situation, but I'm just like, I'm trying to burden our viewers because like, I don't need to start expelling family trauma right now because so they didn't,
I was literally talking about your dad's rolls though. Because that man, does he put crack in it? What does he put? He puts something in them rolls. Is like, listen, bro, I don't. You see how I don't have words right now?
I wish my dad wasn't my dad.
It's cool. My mom got the recipe.
All right, bet. Perfect. I need that recipe, but I don't really fuck with that nigga like that. Like, he probably give me, like, I gotta ask for the recipe, but like, he would just give it to me, but I just mean, like, it's not I'm not at that point where I'm like, Dad, I want to make rolls with you. Teach me man, we should spend some quality time in the kitchen together. You know what we need? Shit. Because I ain't got shit to say to that nigga, bro. Like, we literally be talking about stocks. Like, I feel like that's some shit. That's some, your dad was not the greatest dad type shit, but you like, he wasn't so bad that you can completely ostracize him, but like bad enough that the trauma and the wounds are there. So it's just like, I don't really fuck with sports. So it's like, what do men talk about? And I was like, luckily I'm into investments and shit. So he's like, you've been looking at the stock market? And I was like, I don't look at stocks, but I look at, for currencies, but yeah, I can tell by what's going on. Like, oh, that looks like a good buy. That looks like it's going down. We'll just talk about stocks for a minute. And she's like, hey, great conversation, my nigga. Like, I'm about to go, bro.
I don't even talk about that. He be talking about the last time we talked, we literally talked about the weather. And so, we ain't got shit to say. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but it's like, my nigga, you made your choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only, like, as the adult in the relationship, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And, like, now that I'm grown, and it's like, well, I'm there the whole time. What do we have to talk about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy as an adult. Sometimes the trauma is worse because you really can. Now that you're an adult, you see how you would make the choices if you were in a similar situation. Right. And it's just like, oh, bad. So you had the whole ass brain faculties in this setting to make that decision, and that's the decision you made?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, bet. Okay, so fuck me then, because like it's not like the decision was hard or like you did what you did.
Because also, I did not ask to be here. Y'all nasty asses could have watched a movie. Y'all could have went to Blockbuster or something. No, y'all wanted to have unprotected sex. And guess what? Now y'all niggas don't even like each other. And I'm here and I got to pay bills. Like,
oh, you said I'm here and I got to pay bills. You're crazy. Bills is crazy.
Just because y'all wasn't, just because y'all was. I seen this meme one time that said, imagine your mama needed $40 and your daddy had $40.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh.
Yo, shout out to abortions, man.
If you fucking for $40, you know you ain't got a break.
No, I feel you. No, like you need at least 100. Like you fucking before you definitely got the 100 for the abortion.
Oh shit! So let me just go ahead and get 140. So this is a 40 for what I needed to do, plus this 100.
I don't know Plan B was a thing back then.
So Plan B come out. Google is for
Google. Shout out to Google. Soon you're gonna get taken over by AI, but it's okay. When did Plan B hit the consumer market? Damn, July 2009. Yeah, wait, hold on. No, wait. It says July 28th, 1999, FDA approved a new drug. Okay.
It was well after.
But then, 2006, the FDA announced the approval of the sale of Cranberry over the counter. Those 18 over 2006. Wow. All right. Yeah, clap it up for Plan B. Clap it up for Plan B. Clap it up for contraceptive healthcare and Shout out to anti-babies. Shout out to
not anti-babies. Lord,
shout out to things out. You know, sometimes
you trying to get us canceled.
Sometimes the words don't come. Shout out to being able to take care of your sexual health. How about that? And rid yourself of any problem that you identify as a problem, whether that be a rash or an embryo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out for Planned Parenthood and other clinics like Planned Parenthood, where you can plan if you want to be where you can yeet fucking zygotes.
Yeet zygotes. Oh, smart dumb niggas. Smart dumb niggas.
Yo, this is actually going to be wild to say, but like, there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to say sad or upset, but like, I've never been in a situation where I've had to get an abortion. But like, I actually don't want to. Ironically enough, I have helped finance an abortion, but that's a whole other story. But no, like, I just feel like it's, well, actually, shout out to my pullout game. Because, I've never had to, have that conversation with a person. There's been, I had to buy a few Plan Bs, but, like, I just felt like I was so ready. This actually speaks to how fucked up guys are and, like, how we don't think about women's bodies at all. Because, like, as a young person, I was always just like, I would wear protection, but if a bitch gets pregnant, like, we gonna abort that shit. What you mean?
Oh, you don't want an abortion? Oh, no, stairs. No, that's fucking.
Whoa. You're going to notice a jump cut because we are ending that. That is not staying in the podcast at all. We do not condone that. That's actually terrible. Absolutely terrible. I said bitches 2 seconds ago, and that was bad. Like I thought I was out of pocket for saying that and letting that slip. And then you said that. That's crazy. Yeah, that's not making the final cut. Everything about it not making the final cut is going to be in. But
literally what I said. So like y'all are going to be confused and
just know we're trying to do better.
We're trying to be better.
God's working on everything.
But sometimes my brain or my mouth works faster than my brain. So shit'll come out my mouth, and then I'll think about it, and I'm like, "Oh shit, did I just say that?"
He was institutionalized, so he hasn't grown with the times. He wasn't on the social medias of the Twitter.
Listen, I try to be politically correct, and even like sometimes, like jokes that aren't politically incorrect, they're just like, "Ooh, that was bad timing." Like that was not the place to have said. I shouldn't have said that.
See, what we're currently seeing is a man who's trying to escape accountability.
I'm not trying to escape accountability. Like I let you know that I am aware of the things that I'll be saying sometimes. It just I don't be aware of them until after I say them.
Is that a reason or is that an excuse?
That's the reality. And I'm talking to this therapist, and I just finished saying what I had to say, and he just. Listen. Well, listen. I'm going to jail. Oh man. Black people. I love us. Okay, speaking of black people, we were at Invest Fest the other day, and bro, this is our second year going to Invest Fest. I love it. I love seeing all the black excellence. I love seeing 30,000, 40,000, however many thousands of black people that were there, and everybody's a business owner, everybody's an investor, everybody has like they're trying to better their lives, and like it kind of like all the stereotypes that non-black people have about us, like none of that was present until yo, we the DJ started fucking it up, and then it was on that.
It really, because like I feel like last year we didn't have a moment like that. Like the DJ played some good music, and there's definitely moments.
I don't remember there being DJs last year.
I remember there definitely was.
There was DJs.
Yeah, because I remember there was a time.
There was not because it was
dancing, but it wasn't like this time.
This band, DJ Popo.
Yep.
DJ Popo 01 on all socials. Go follow him. That man had turned up. What song did he mixed something?
He mixed something that was about friendship with the motherfucking Golden Girls
and you went crazy.
And then everybody else went.
And then he stopped. He had to stop his set. It was like, yo, I'm sorry, you think fuck me up with that energy. And so he started going crazy. Then this lady showed up with the Caribbean outfit and the whistle, and it was on and popping from there.
That's what you need. Niggas need a whistle, bro.
Yeah.
Like you get a good whistle. Anything that niggas can use to keep a beat, a fan, a clack, just anything.
Yeah,
it's
a tambourine.
It's a rap, bro.
Niggas start stomping and clapping. We don't need instruments.
But no, that was fun, and it was fun. It's fun to see black people not take themselves so seriously, and then, especially when you're at a conference and it's just like
we're all here to learn. But we gonna turn up.
If you play swag surf, we gonna swag surf. If you play wipe me down, we gonna wipe me down. So there's just certain things that niggas is gonna do regardless.
All right, so what are some songs that if they come on, niggas is gonna nig?
All right. Well, first we just said it. Wipe me down, swag surf. I can't even think. Is it shake that? Cash Money taking over the 99 2000.
Back that ass.
Definitely.
Like, listen, especially if you was old enough to have been there.
That's what's crazy. I envy not being there, but I love the generation I was born. Like, I definitely would never want to trade places with them. Like, but it would have been interesting to be like 18 in the 99 and the 2000 to see Cash Money take over.
Yeah, for sure.
What's another one?
Nuck If You Buck.
Nuck If You Buck, yes.
It don't matter where we are. If you in the grocery store and Nuck If You Buck comes on, somebody getting hit.
I don't know about getting hit.
Niggas go start throwing elbows. Like, too close to an elbow?
Not in the grocery store. You just trying to get some kicks for your kids, bro. What's another one? I'm trying to. The only one I can think of is by an artist that we don't talk about.
Oh,
yeah.
He has some songs. He has some songs that have made niggas big. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, obviously the Electric Side song. I don't even know. It's the boom 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 boom. Oh, boom boom boom. Do do do. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Some old song that came out before we was born, but if it came on right now, your auntie, your mama, and your grandma are gonna start dancing. What song is that? How do we even look that up?
I feel like our phones are smart enough to do it because you can just hum shit into a phone nowadays.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna do it on camera.
I can't think of a single word
at all.
Hold on.
I'd be like, call your mama right now, nigga.
Before I let you go, That shit. I don't got a brain.
Oh my god.
That's my brain.
We was clapping for a second. He really that's the song.
That was the song before I let you go.
That I can't.
I told you, I said, listen, I said, when we start this podcast, we're going to be randomly bursting into song. I said that in the car just like an hour ago.
Oh, no, that's a book, damn it.
Might not be the name of the song.
That's true. I'm just going to type in before I let you go and then song to see. Oh, Frankie Beverly and the Butlers and Maze.
Frankie Beverly and Maze, yep. That's a song that niggas is. You can't play. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Turn it on.
No, you get like as long as we only play 5 seconds, I feel like that's the rule.
That's not. Like that is a misconception. Yes, but Before I Let You Go by Frankie Beverly and Maze. That's that.
We're gonna have to like find like the chipmunk version that's all pitched up.
Pitched up and down. But yeah, that was a jam.
I wonder the chipmunks went hard. We're the chipmunks. That's not the beat, but
this man went with Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Before we're the chipmunks. Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
Please stop. Please stop. He's not stopping. That was.
I need a sample pad, bro. Like, honestly, once I get enough money to like have free time to learn and do things that would be considered hobbies and not crucial to my survival, I definitely want to learn how to use a beat pad and sample shit because I'll be coming up with
you'd be a fire as a DJ too. Because your wordplay game, like when you just like randomly beatboxing and making songs and like your wordplay game is fire. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, being able to call Homeboy and hit that transition into the fucking Golden Girl song, like, that's why I went so crazy because it was kind of so much of a stretch. I didn't think he was actually going to do it.
Yeah, because like, he was like,
this. I was like, yo, this will blend perfectly into the Golden Girl song. And then he did it, and I was just like, all right, bro, like, clearly I know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. Like, because this DJ was killing it too. So I'm just like, if our brains are working in the same way, clearly I need to do something in the music area. But yeah, we just some talented ass niggas.
Oh, you know the other song? Think niggas go nig? Huh? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I'll be alright. I to keep to myself. I'm up with my friend. I feel so bad. Tonight. This is how we do it. Sauce and drunk does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. All the ladies got my players. This is how we do it. The baby's knocking me on, go back. This is how we do it.
Woo, that's hilarious. We didn't know the same parts too.
You would like know the parts that I didn't know, but no. Oh man.
Honestly, I'm hella envious of niggas that like listen to songs and can pick up the lyrics super easily.
I can sometimes, depending on the song.
Because I met this girl. Like, this was in the elementary school days. She was like a daughter of one of my mom's students, and like we would hang out during her class type shit. And like we'd be on like Yahoo Music back in the day, like listening to like songs and stuff. And I remember we were like listening to this song for like the first time, and like played it a couple times, and she was like singing it along at the same time. I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, like I just like listen to the songs, like I hear all the lyrics, and but then it's like I hear sounds.
I hear both. A lot of people don't like. I know a lot of people that either hear like listen to the words or listen to the music, but like I don't know. I can hear them both at the same time.
I mean, it depends on the song, obviously, but there's certain songs I'm just like, nope, this is. And I always hearing, like I hear words wrong a lot. Like, and then also I feel like when you're singing the song the way it is in your head, like sometimes I'll hear songs now and be like, oh, I've been singing this wrong for 15 years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, like, I've just been singing my own lyrics. This is actually not the lyrics by this author at all. This is my imagination from when I was 5 because I heard it.
It was just my imagination. I'm
sorry. I remember. I thought for a second I thought imitating was a bad word. I'll elaborate. This is when Slim Shady. All right, when you were really young, you didn't hear music. You just like you would hear music tangentially. But I remember never hearing the actual song. I'm Slim Shady, as I'm the real Shady. But like obviously it was around, and I would hear it from other people, so I knew that part. And it was like I'm Slim Shady, just I'm Shady, other Slim Shady, just imitating. And I remember I was singing that, and like I don't even remember where I was, just a place where grown folks be, and I was just like keeping myself bored, just existing as a child. And I was
before phones.
And I was singing that song, and then like an older person came up to me, and she was like, she heard me say imitating, and she was just like, "What did you say?" And I was like, "Nothing." Cause you know, like when an adult just be questioning you, you immediately think you did something wrong. So I was just like,
"That's called generational trauma." That's what that is.
So I was just like, I don't know. I didn't say anything. I was just singing the song. I didn't say no words. And then I guess now, like looking back on it, like I realized eventually that like, oh, she was surprised that like someone who was probably 5 years old was saying the word imitating, and imitating obviously isn't a bad word. But yeah, like when I was like, oh shit, can I not say imitating around parents? Because also you're still learning when you're that young. So sometimes you just learn there's certain shit you can do around parents and adults and certain shit you can't. So you're just like, oh, I didn't even know that was y'all saw that the same way. Okay. Because I remember not being able to say like shut up. Like even stupid was a bad word at a certain time. Like
I remember when sucks was a bad word.
Couldn't say suck. That's wild. I remember when I could say crap for the first time. I remember. I think I was probably somewhere between 9 and 11 before I could get away with saying crap.
Yeah,
probably close to 11. I remember when I broke my arm, and I asked my mom if I could cuss, and she let me cuss. I don't think I said fuck or anything, but I definitely probably said crap and shit. I just got a good, got to get a good couple cusses off.
Got to get a good couple cusses off.
Breaking bones.
Say that 5 times fast. Gotta get a good couple cusses off.
I'm not used to so many other ways we can entertain our listeners.
Yeah,
we're not about to be no Peter Piper pick the pepper ass niggas. Okay. At least I ain't. You ain't gonna catch me in no film Peter Piper pick the pepper.
So you can't even say it.
Peter Piper picking peppers.
Peter Piper picked the peppers.
I ain't trying to be no Peter.
Hold on. This is what I want to know.
Peppers. How do you pick the peppers? How are you picking peppers?
Maybe he wasn't picking them.
Picking them out, yeah.
Maybe he was picking like
Peter Piper.
Pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper.
What's a peck?
A peck is probably a unit of measurement. Just
that's what I'm assuming. Of pickled peppers. So it is. It maybe we're just.
Maybe he was at the store. Maybe and he was just picking a peck of them, like.
Or maybe he's just pulling out the jar, like you said.
Like it is a jar. Maybe you put a peck in a jar.
We're just thinking bush.
Like, well, yeah.
But it never specified bush.
So maybe he just was picking Maybe. I don't know. So what's a peck?
That's what I'm saying. Honestly,
What's it say?
I need to.
You need to Google better.
I should go to Reddit. I'm going to Reddit.
Just do it faster. Push it faster, I said.
Let's see. Not sure how Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. And peppers are pickled after they're picked.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay, you pick a peck of pickled peppers from the pickling barrel in which the peppers are pickled. Okay, so if they're in a barrel, that makes a lot more sense.
All right, so
a peck could be a handful.
How much is a peck? Google it. How much is the peck? Oh, you're not going to just type in how much is the peck.
I'm assuming I don't have to go too many places.
Watch it for this.
Just give me time. Just give me time. You know?
I mean, who's going to entertain
You, nigga.
Okay. So while he's looking up how much a peck is, did you know that peck is a chicken?
Wait, what?
To the ground.
Okay, I should never have left you in charge.
Yeah, I mean,
a peck is a unit of volume that is a quarter of a bushel or 2 dry gallons.
Okay. All right.
Or 8 dry quarts.
Okay.
A dry quart is larger than a fluid quart. Okay. Which is 3.2 fluid ounces and is equal to 32 fluid ounces, and this is equal to 37.2 fluid ounces, or 1.16 fluid quarts. Rounding to the nearest hundredth of a quart, a peck is 9.31 quarts.
We will do anything but use the fucking metric system. What the fuck, dude?
Hey, nigga, I need 9.31 quarts of pickled peppers, my nigga.
Christ. What the fuck? Like, oh my god. We did whatever we do whatever we can to disassociate.
It goes even further.
Oh, I don't.
The number of peppers in a peck varies depending on the size and variety of the peppers.
So,
you say duh? Because everyone knows that. You never know.
You're saying that there's going to be different numbers of peppers in a peck because there's different sized peppers? So you're saying that there's going to be 2 bell peppers in a peck and 17 jalapeno? Duh.
Okay, so yes. For example, a peck could contain 139 fresh mini sweet peppers, 456 pickled peppercini, 493 pickled jalapenos, and 10 to 12 bell peppers.
So pretty much, Google just told you that bell peppers are bigger than pepperoncinis. Oh my!
No, I just like how it broke it all the way down for us. It's like, yo, you want to know what a peck is, nigga? You were gonna walk away knowing exactly how much a peck is in quarts.
We are going to
and also you were going to have a tangible example of how many peppers you will get in a peck.
So, what kind of peppers do you think
that nigga was picking? Damn.
I'm gonna go pepperoncinis just because.
Right?
Have you ever had a pickled pepperoni? Listen,
girl.
And I don't think niggas pickle bell peppers. They're too big. Why would you? Like bell peppers, honestly, don't even taste like anything. Like they're good for texture and color in your food, but they have a taste. But pickled bell peppers.
I mean, I be seeing them in certain things, but not just by themselves. Yeah.
No, I've seen pickled bell peppers because you slice they'll slice them up.
Pickle them. But they're definitely not common.
Listen here. Listen.
All right, I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be, I don't know. Take this how you want to take it, but shout out to girls who do pickling shit. And I'm very pro women not doing domestic labor for men, but just in general, artisan people. You know what I'm? Goddamn, I don't have
artisan community. I know it's.
You know what I'm saying? Just people that do the girls that be baking sourdough. You know what I mean? Just people that are just I'm just gonna do this thing. I think that shit's cool because
But only when girls do it.
No, when niggas do it, it's cool too. But I just think there's something about I think there's just a special amount of freedom that comes.
Women cooking what they want and not what they're being forced to do.
No, not like that. I just mean there's a sense of freedom in how men are conditioned to not access certain parts of themselves. So certain things that like seem like this is outside of like someone who's into cooking, you're not gonna see niggas just be like, "Hey, bro, the other day I baked a sourdough from scratch," or like, I made some dope. I made some pickles at home. Like I was vinegaring and pickling some pickles. I picked the cucumbers up myself. Like there's just certain things that you cut yourself off from because of obviously the toxic masculinity. So I just like I just see it so it just looks so freeing to not feel trauma's not the word, but like to not feel like weight, like doing certain things that are like it's negative to do shit. Like you know what I mean? Like everything. Like if you would do like everything is gay. Like having feelings is gay. Anything that isn't just like the cis heteronormative shit is gay. So like there's things that like my brain doesn't naturally think to do that are elements of like taking care of yourself and elements of self care. And that's kind of I think that's what I'm getting to. It's just like being free enough to do certain things and not have like you're doing it because you want to. You're doing it because you think it's interesting, and then you're carving the time out to do something nice for yourself, or like do it to experiment, or you know what I mean. And I feel like not that dudes aren't allowed to do that, but obviously like how you condition yourself, you don't. A lot of dudes don't typically do that. And I think just like having a girlfriend that I was like with for a number of years, I kind of like notice a lot of just differences in the way that just like men and women just act just naturally off the rip. Obviously taking out my own personal shit, from that, taking out hers, just seeing, just like looking at us in general senses. I was like, oh yeah, like you just notice where men are conditioned in one way, and obviously women are conditioned another way. Like my girlfriend would always be super cautious about her fucking safety because it's dangerous as shit for women. And like there's certain things that like I never thought twice about, and there's certain shit that she never thought twice about. And just seeing that, reflected, she's like, oh damn, like when like not the benefits, but like when you have a certain level of like when you don't have certain restraints in certain areas, you definitely look at the other side like, oh wow, like it must be marvelous to live without that. And like I'm not saying that I can't just bake a sourdough. You know what I mean? It's more so.
No, I get you. 'Cause, like I be having certain conversations with my white friends, and they say stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, must be nice to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like without judging or without like having to even think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I get what you mean.
But yeah, shout out to everyone making sourdough and pickling their own stuff and growing in gardens. Because I also think just because we live in such a digital age and like so kind of removed from our earthen roots, that in a sense doing things like that, like canning foods and stuff like that in your home, like all of that kind of stuff is a form of like activism and a form of revolution and a form of like reclaiming your autonomy and like a true human esque type sense. Because obviously before we lived in the industrialized society that we lived in, the majority of people farm their own shit and can their own shit and preserve their own shit because that's how you have to like survive.
It's like it's real because like we don't know trades anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know how to
not even just trades, but just skills.
More skills than trades.
Because like you would always like there was just there's like a general amount of skills that everyone would just know. Like everyone would know how to cook and like skin a fish and do certain basic things. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't tell you how to cook fish. I could figure it out. Like I've seen someone do it before. Like, and I'm I'm a capable person, but you know what I mean? Like it's not a skill that I have. Like you just don't have skills. Like I don't know how. Like I know technically how to plant plants and how to technically plant seeds, but I'm not an active gardener.
You've never planted anything before?
I just said I have. Like I know.
I thought you were saying like the.
No, I know. Like I know how to. As in, like when I was younger, they would take you on field trips. You would do things. I learned how to like plant the seed in the ground and get the trowel and do that. But like I never maintained my own garden. You know what I mean? And like my grandma has a garden. One of my other grandmas has a garden, and I was like out helping her in that garden. And like looking, like I was like, "Oh, you gardening for real? Like you out here? Like you doing it?" And it's like my friends that do garden and do that shit. I'm just like, "Oh, that's dope that you do that." Honestly, it's dope that niggas have the time and energy to do that shit. Like when you like, and it's like obviously living in the society that we live in, nobody has it easy, and you kind of have to allocate your energy and pick the things that you're going to dedicate your energy to. So I'm not saying like, oh, it's easy for certain people to garden because that's not true. It's just something that they're inclined to do that they took the time to do. Just like I obviously do things that other niggas don't do because I'm inclined to. But
yeah, you're always gonna make time to do the thing that you want to do.
yeah, so it's just like it's dope when someone chooses that as their thing because it's something that I admire. So anytime I see that, it's like that's dope, and I think it's dope like as a concept. Shout out to niggas with gardens.
Now, what's like the oddest hobby you've ever come across, like either in real life or on the internet?
Oddest hobby? I don't know.
I can't think of anything like just right off the top of my head that's just like strikes me as odd. Like I know people that like collect stuff. It's a little
Interesting.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know anything that's just like odd.
Future.
Both.
Haley.
Yeah.
How long been recording?
An hour and 25.
Damn, y'all niggas getting an hour and 25 minutes of realness. And then
On the first episode.
On the first episode, y'all niggas is spoiled, bro.
And then you don't expect more next time.
No, y'all gonna get less.
But like, just prepare. This is it. It's only getting worse from here, y'all.
Y'all get an hour-long episode. Like, we gonna be tight hour.
Tight hour.
Tight hour.
Is that the name of the show?
No, it's not hilarious. It's just the name of the show, Tight Hour.
Tight hour.
Tight hour. Just cut that shit off mid-sentence if we have to.
Yeah, exactly.
59.
No sale. No sale, no. 59.
Fade to black. Not even fade. Cut to
I mean,
black.
what if you're, or what if you're listening on audio only? Then
We're just gonna say the word black.
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 What? This is how we end every episode.
Yeah.
Blacks. Oh.
But shit. Nah, this. I feel like this is as good as any of a time to wrap up, just because we are going to film another episode after this. So
And I have to pee. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to get more water. I might want to go take a smoke real quick. So I'm gonna be real on every episode, and that's as real as it is. I gotta pee. So we love y'all. Thanks for listening. Listen to us again. Click follow, like, subscribe. Follow me on all socials. Follow him on all socials, and
fuck capitalism.
Okay. That too.